Oh yeah, it's a mother of pearl, dude. Wow. Wait, this is a grand complication. That's a big boy right there, Nate.
Yeah.
And it is set to run for 400 years without correction. Wow. As you guys know, this last weekend was Watches and Wonders. Today, we're gonna go over some of the coolest new releases from multiple different companies. First up, we got is a major brand that everybody's been waiting for. For discontinued models to new models is gonna be Rolex. And the biggest one was obviously the Pepsi. Everyone thought it was gonna be discontinued, but it was not discontinued. First up, we're gonna do is the Rolex GMT Master, and I haven't looked at any of the releases for this video, so everything is literally gonna be fresh. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, we literally have
Yeah, literally. I love it. I'm an oyster bracelet, sick, with the black to the gray bezel. I love the way Rolex changed it up. Always remember, Rolex is not gonna do anything major, right? They're very conservative with their changes. Sometimes they'll do different things, but they'll always discontinue something, wait a little while, do a couple tweaks to it, come back out with it, and they nail it every single time. Awesome watch, love it. Next up we got is a Rolex Day with a gray, that looks like a gray dial, with the fluted bezel, Roman numeral. I mean, 40 millimeter case size, fluted bezel, presidential bracelet with the rose gold with the contrast of the gray dial. I hope it's gonna be like a sunburst dial in person too. Like I hope it's gonna have that kind of sparkle to it, you know what I mean? Ooh. That was cool, right? This is the Rolex new release in 1908. You know, when Rolex first came out with this, I liked the model, super clean. The dial colors, like for me personally, I know why Rolex did it obviously, right? They did it for like the day-to-day customer that's gonna want the white, the gray, the black dial. For me, they're a little boring, but with this, I mean, they did a really, really cool job. I mean, they made it, I mean, obviously it's gonna for sure be platinum. I haven't looked into it, but with the glacier blue dial, we know it's gonna be platinum. They did kind of like that speckled in the dial. Love it. With the brown strap and on the green on the inner part is really nice.
Do you still have your 1908?
I do.
You have it in the back?
I think so.
Oh, you want to grab it just to show them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be the 1908. So beautiful 39 millimeter, 18 karat white gold case. Beautiful gray dial. And as you can see, they went with the same style strap with the green on the inner part. The platinum is obviously going to be brown on the outside. This one's black, but great looking piece. And you know what? I'll put it on my wrist. That way you guys can kind of see the size of it as a 39 millimeter. It's actually nice. It's a good looking watch.
Hey, honestly,
really.
what you got on right now?
It actually fits
flows,
perfectly,
yeah.
right? Yeah. I got, you know, the kind of Florida vibes of the shirt, little polka dots over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like it. I mean, maybe it's not something I would personally buy, but I can see why a lot of people will like it. And I think it's a good option for somebody that wants a dress watch with a colorful dial. Now, this one is the biggest shocker. The Rolex Deep Sea in yellow gold. I was waiting for Rolex to do something like this. I'm a little surprised they went with the blue dial. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the Rolex Deep Sea is really known for the black on black, right? Through years and years and years. So it's kind of cool to see them do the blue on blue. I mean, it's gonna be a big boy, it's gonna be massive. As they kept the 44 millimeter case size. It's gonna be a huge bracelet. I'm really excited to see what it looks like in person, but I think it was about time that Rolex kind of stepped it up and came out with that look. But discontinuing the Yachtmaster 2 in the yellow gold with the blue and the white bezel, I think it's gonna look good. I'm excited to see what kind of blue they use. If it's more of a, I'm sure it's gonna be like a Starburst style. I'm sure it's gonna be shiny, but I like it. I love it. This is probably the biggest shocker out of all of them so far. Oh, Rolex Daytona two-tone. What is that? Is that a mother of pearl dial? Oh yeah, it's a mother of pearl, dude. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, this watch is gonna go for absolutely insane amount of money, but I mean, it is stunning. I literally can't take like, dude, it's white mother of pearl, and wow, they did the black mother of pearl on the sub dials with the diamond dial and the diamond bezel. That's sick. This is something I would wear.
Yeah.
I would love this watch. This is totally my style. Let's just stare at it a little bit longer. I knew Rolex was gonna do this at some point with the Sky Dweller in either, you know, yellow gold or rose gold or whatever it was in the solid. But I'm actually really intrigued for it to, when it finally comes out, to see how heavy the watch is gonna be with that big of links in the solid rose gold with the gray dial. I mean, beautiful. Love it. Actually, you know, I don't normally wear watches on metal bracelets or, you know, rose gold bracelets. I like rubber straps, but this is actually something I would wear. I like it a lot.
Now, of all the Rolex releases, which one are you picking?
The Daytona.
All day, huh?
I mean, oh, come on, dude. I mean, that's all me right there, baby. You know, I'm not too big of a flash guy, but, you know, on certain pieces I like a little bit of flash. I like my diamonds on it, you know? And especially it being on a rubber strap, so it's a little bit more tame. I love it. So look, those are some of the main differences. Obviously, they came out with the Sky Dweller in yellow gold as well. They came out with a lot of different dial combos for other watches. Those are going to be some of the main, you know, showcase pieces that they came out with, but we have other brands to go over, and I don't want the video to be 3 hours long. Okay, move along to Patek. 5520 rose gold travel time, stunning. Patek needed to step it up a little bit with this model because the watch does sell well, but I think with the solid colors, I think with the two-tone dial, I think it's going to do really well. I think a lot of people are going to be looking out for it. I think it's a... Wait, this is a grand complication, dude. That's a big boy right there, Nate.
Yeah.
That's a big boy. The 5160, it's funny because they discontinued the white gold version, which I actually have that in stock, and they came out with it on the rose gold version, which is a good looking watch too. I wish they made it a little bit bigger because the watch does wear a little bit small, but it's a beautiful piece. And then you got the 5236P, this is also perpetual grand complication. I really like the salmon dial. The salmon dial is really pretty. The 5396, stunning piece with the diamond dial. This is gonna be, I've sold this version in the rose gold many times, but the fact that they did it in the white gold is beautiful with the blue dial. Stunning. 5980 with the baby blue. Wow, I'm actually surprised that they did this because, you know, everybody knows they discontinued the rose gold version. I don't know how I feel about this one. You know, I like it a lot. I love the color Patek did. I'm not too crazy about the strap. Like, why would they do a jean color strap? Then again, I don't want to say that, and then like a year from now, you guys see me wearing the watch, and I'm like absolutely rocking it and loving it because I haven't seen it, but I'm a little conflicted. I wish they did it on a rubber strap. You know what I mean? They did the 5164G. I mean, baby blue with the rubber strap. I mean, that is beautiful, dude. I mean, that's a watch right there, and especially them doing it in the white gold. So it's gonna give it that weight to it. Beautiful, but I don't know, the 5980, I feel like they should have done a rubber strap with it. I don't know, that's really different for Patek. I mean, they've never done anything like that. Really, the only companies that I've known that have done like jean stuff is like Hublot. So I'm actually kind of a little surprised from
So you
Patek.
say Hublot did it before it was cool?
They did it before it was cool. Bro, Hublot's a trendsetter, baby. Okay, 5269R. This is pretty. For a lady's watch, this is nice. You know, they're gonna give it the rose gold color with the blue, with the rose gold numbers, strap, beautiful. 5268 sapphires with the diamonds. You know, the different the checkerboard on the center of it. This is pretty. I like this watch. I like it for a lady. The 5738 Golden Eclipse. I wouldn't wear this watch, but looking at it, I think it's beautiful. It's one of those ones where you look at it, you're like, wow, it's stunning. Would I wear it? No, but I can see a lot of people liking it, and I can see a lot of people wearing it. A good friend of mine actually sent me this one this morning that says, when this comes out, please keep me in mind when you get it. And I definitely will, and I can see why people like it. It's beautiful. And then the 4910. That's funny. They came out with the Nautilus with the purple dial. Now they're doing the 24 with the purple dial with the diamonds on the outside of it. Pretty piece, beautiful watch. The 24 never fully took off, but it always did well, always sold well.
If Patek was going to send you one today, which one would you want off the catalog?
Like no money?
No money, just
looks.
Yeah.
The 5164G. Well, I like sportier watches. I like watches on rubber straps, so I would do it. But you know, I'm 99.99% sure they'll offer a baby blue rubber strap for the 5980.
Yeah.
But I would actually probably prefer the Aquanaut more than the 5980. Me personally.
Yeah.
But I can see a lot of people liking the 5980 better. Next up, we got is Bulgari. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but Bulgari makes some of the craziest watches in stock, horological-wise, movement-wise. They make it, and this year they outdid themselves again by creating the thinnest watch in the world that's ever produced, the Octa. Remember, guys, forgive me, right? This is the first time I'm seeing this literally with you guys as well. This is wild, dude. I mean, they beat RM, obviously the Ferrari watch, right? And it's $500,000 MSRP, but they only made 20 pieces. Bravo to you guys. Beautiful, and I would really love to meet the owner of it one day, from the 20 people that actually buy it. You know, Bulgari for the longest time was only known for their jewelry, but their watches are actually, they're getting up there.
So is the price, huh?
Literally, yeah. Yeah, so it's a price. I mean, they came out with the new Serpentines also. Beautiful watches. I mean, Serpentines sell really well. I mean, if you ever tried ordering a Serpentine when it's not in stock, I mean, it's a long wait for a back order on it. I love the new color combos. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of inquiries about that. The rose gold one is actually really pretty too with the contrast in the dial, like the different shapes in it. The green is beautiful too. The silver, I mean, beautiful. I mean, honestly, they did a good job. I like it. I like Bulgari. All right, next up, let's do Cartier. Cartier always comes out with very interesting watches, really cool watches. They're not afraid to go like really different or very unique. Let's dive in. It's gonna be the Privé Tortue. I like it. It's clean, classy. I mean, not much to say about it, but it's a good looking watch. I like it. So they came out with some of the new Santoses too. You know, Santos, a lot of people don't realize, but Santos is a really, really well seller. People love it. People enjoy it. It comes on a stainless steel bracelet, or it comes on a strap. I think, you know, Cartier was one of the first companies to start doing that. And I think a lot of companies follow them doing that, but they're one of the originals. Oh, the green on green, the Santos Dumont with the green bezel and the green dial. Beautiful. I like it better than the blue, but I can see why a lot of people like the blue better. I like more color. Green on green is nice. The red one's pretty too. I mean, this is a good looking watch. Wow, what is that? Reflection of Cartier. Wow, that's cool.
Right?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like Cartier, they're trendsetters. They're not afraid of doing really, really different, really unique stuff. They'll do it, they'll come out with it, and they'll sell it. I mean, these are cool. I mean, it's more like a jewelry piece. I mean, let's be real, obviously, with the movement on the inside of it, but beautiful. Then again, look, you'll see a lot of similarities with jewelry with Cartier. That's why a lot of people like their watches. They're very thin. They're easy on the wrist. You know, they'll wear it like a bracelet, which is cool. So some people that, you know, think other watch brands are a little bit too big, too thick, Cartier is a really, really good option for you. All right, next up, let's go over some of the IWCs. But let's go into the first one, probably their craziest one, is the Portugueser Eternal Calendar. So now this is gonna be a perpetual calendar showing the days, months, years, obviously. And it is set to run for 400 years without correction. Wow. And the design of the watch is nice too. I mean, beautiful. They call it the 45 million year moon watch. Sick, dude. I mean, look at the crystal on that thing. I actually like IWC perpetuals. I like the size of them. They're big, they're fun, they're good to wear. And honestly, most perpetual calendar IWCs, not talking about this one, I'm not sure what the retail is on it, but you can pick them up pre-owned in the high 10s to low 20s. So I think for movement-wise, price-wise, I think it's a great option for somebody that wants high complication to their watches. Let's go over some of their other perpetuals too, right? They came out with the rose gold with the black dial. Beautiful, beautiful piece. If I'm not mistaken, I think they used to make it with the rose gold and the black as well too, but if they came back out with it, beautiful. I love the color combo on it with the black strap. IWC is cool because they have a big catalog, right? So they'll literally fit for every consumer. You know, they want different colors, different dials, different straps, rubber, whatever it is. They kind of have a fit for each person. This is the Portugueser chronograph. Beautiful watch with the ivory white dial. Looks like rose numbers with the stainless steel. Good looking piece. I like it. Portugueser hand wound tourbillon day and night. Wow, this is cool. You know what's funny? This reminds me of the H. Moser tourbillon. Oh my God, the resemblance is kind of wild, but hey, you can't compete with IWC, right? They do what they want. I love it. Some of these huge companies, they go after each other too. But beautiful piece. I love it. I love the fact that they did a day and night complication with the tourbillon. Good looking piece. They call it the Armor Gold. Okay, so those are going to be some of the major watch releases from IWC. I think they crushed it as well. Really, really good. All right, let's go over Tudor. Tudor came out with some cool watches too. I know the pink one, which I don't know if it's on here, but the pink one was really cool. They did it for Miami. Did they do it for Inter Miami?
Oh,
was it for?
Sure.
If they did, kudos to them because I'm a huge fan of Lionel Messi. My boy, if you're watching this video, huge fan.
Stop by.
Yeah. Stop by when you're in LA, dude. I'll throw a huge party for you, I promise. I come to every game and watch you too. Okay, so Black Bay 58 GMT. Great looking. Love it. I love the two-tone bezel. Bracelet. Comes on a rubber strap as well. Beautiful. The Black Bay with the stainless steel, with the Jubilee style or the rubber. Great looking pieces. I mean, look, Tudor makes great watches. Great movements. They make really good material on their watches to where it's going to last you a lifetime and price point. Right? You're not going to be gouged spending a ton of money. The Black Bay 58 18 karat yellow gold. They made something very, very similar, but I mean, beautiful. They came out with some of their newer ladies ones, beautiful as well. Love it. Tudor did a great job too. Kind of like Rolex, they don't do too crazy changes, but they'll always make a little of those few little changes and kind of spice it up a little bit.
So out of everything you saw today, what was your favorite release?
Brand-wise or watch-wise?
Let's do brand and then individual watch.
Like in regards of like, you know, I think Patek.
Oh, really? Patek.
Well, no. Not, that's tough, dude. I mean, innovation, I think, Bill Gary crushed it, IWC crushed it, right? Design-wise, I think Patek did a really good job. I think they really went outside of the box for them with the different color combos of them, you know, making them different materials, different colors and everything like that. I think Rolex did a really good job too.
Yeah.
I can't really
We gotta pick one.
I don't want to make it wrong, you know, because I might change my mind like 5 minutes later on the way home.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I should have chose that.
Yeah.
I think over all the ones that we went over, it's going to be Patek. But you know, we missed one for Patek, Nate. Patek came out with the new World Time. Blue on blue, they came out, they kind of went away from the 5330G. They went away from the salmon. They did the blue on blue. Like it, again, with the jean strap. I don't want to say anything about it because it might come in and I might say, this is the coolest strap I've ever seen in my life. Or I might just say, I wish they went with plain. So I don't know. But Patek would be my pick. They did a great job.
Now, individual watch.
I would do the 5164G. That's just me. That's all me. I mean, it has me written all over it. So
Gotcha.
I would do the 5164G. I love the baby blue color, and I love the fact that it's white gold, so it's going to give it that weight to it. And make sure to comment down below which one your favorite was, brand-wise and model-wise. I want to know which one you guys would pick. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.